I saw it before I felt it. A notification flashing across my phone, her smug grin plastered across the screen. "Real men trust," she wrote, captioning the bed selfie she sent to their group chat. Their group chat. Laughing emojis scattered like shards of glass. My kids scrolled past it in the living room. I didn't speak. I didn't move. I waited. Years of love, of trust, of quiet devotion flashed in front of me. Birthdays she remembered, nights she stayed awake when the kids were sick. I had believed in us. I had believed in her. And yet, here she was, rubbing my nose in the truth I refused to see. The first doubt had been small, almost imperceptible. Her late nights at the office with that boss. A hand lingered too long on a report. Laughter, a little too intimate. I asked, cautiously, carefully. She called me insecure, told me I needed to trust her, that my jealousy was a flaw. I swallowed it. I smiled. I trusted her words. But the bed selfie? There was no excuse. That was the dagger in slow motion. Not the act itself, but the audacity, the way she flaunted it with glee. I could feel the children's innocent confusion in the room behind me. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I counted. 1, 2, 3. I counted how long it would take. For 2 weeks, I watched, I listened. Her phone unlocked too easily when she left it on the counter. Their messages, funny at first, innocent perhaps, revealed their truth piece by piece. She thought I was blind. I let her. I let her think she was untouchable. I documented everything. Screenshots, locations, timestamps. I traced her accounts, her finances, every hidden bank transfer, every unexplained expense. They were threads in a web she didn't know I was weaving. I spoke to lawyers quietly, secured what was mine. Not out of panic, out of precision. I was silent, but I was building. Every piece of evidence was a brick in the house of her downfall. The day came when I no longer had to watch. I struck methodically. First, I froze the accounts she believed were private. Not a hint, just in place. Next, a quiet legal notice, a real estate transaction that reversed her claim to the home she assumed she controlled. She asked why? I smiled, told her everything has consequences. My calm unnerved her. Panic is louder than screams, and she had no idea it was coming. I arranged a dinner with friends, the ones who had laughed at her audacity in the chat. But this time, I had invited them to a different table. A projection of her messages, her photos, her lies. She froze when the screen lit up the room. Laughter? Gone. Shock replaced it. Her friends exchanged glances that screamed, "We should have known." I let her beg, let her plead for understanding. I let her look at the kids and realize how small her world had become. She tried to speak. I stopped her with a look. Not anger, not cruelty, just the quiet power of inevitability. She had underestimated me. She had assumed silence was weakness. She was wrong. Her boss? He disappeared from her orbit too. No message, no fight, just the slow erosion of influence I had placed strategically. Her little empire of lies crumbled in whispers. And I watched it happen like a conductor savoring a symphony. Every note perfect, every pause timed. The final act was mine alone. Alone in the house she once ruled, I collected what was left of my dignity. I cleaned the spaces she had tainted, removed the remnants of betrayal from our shared lives. I did not gloat. I did not linger. She had seen the truth. She had felt the collapse. That was enough. Sitting in the quiet, I allowed myself a breath I hadn't taken in months. No one could accuse me of rashness, of losing control. I had been deliberate, silent, precise. Her downfall was not loud. It was inevitable. I had made it so. I thought of my children, watching, learning. Not fear, not resentment. Observation. justice tempered with patience, strength without chaos. That was the lesson. That was my victory. I looked at the bed she once claimed as a stage for her mockery. It was empty now. I did not touch it. I did not need to. I had won without a single blow, without a single shout. Silence had been my ally, patience my weapon, and foresight my shield. She had taught me what betrayal felt like. I taught her what retribution looked like. And when the house was finally quiet, when her laughter was gone, when the echo of her lies had faded into dust, I allowed myself a single, measured thought. Real men don't ask twice. They wait. They watch. And when the time comes, they act. I smiled. And that was the end of her story.